Again, thank you so much for allowing us to learn more about your life pre and post TaxDome and right now, and of course, the success so far after implementing. Let's start off with you introducing your firm and just tell us more about you and the firm.
My name is Lisa. I am the founder and tax advisor for Blueridge Tax Accounting, which is a Sydney-based Australian full-service accounting firm. I am a little bit niche, though, in that I mostly do tax advice for clients, and some of my clients include our industry bodies, other accounting firms, as well as clients direct, whether they be trusts, super funds, individuals, all sorts come to me with questions, as well as the traditional tax returns and activity statements.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been doing this?
This is the third year in my own brand, which is wonderful as a journey as a business owner. I've actually been in tax and the accounting world for my entire adult career. I've never really done anything else, but it is exciting to do it with your own brand and just build on successes.
Awesome. Okay. Before TaxDome, could you describe us your daily process? I know that it's 3 years, so I believe that you've had TaxDome for almost a year yet. So can you describe to me how the process is for you? And perhaps I believe you have another team member.
Yep, that's correct. I actually have 5 team members, so they have different roles and different skill sets. But yes, that's my software system before TaxDome was very much pen and paper or manual, email driven. I was the center of everything, which is great when you're in your first year and you're growing, you're just chasing the work, and you're capable of doing it yourself. But it's a constraint on growth when all the knowledge is in my head. How do I explain that to my staff member?
Mm-hmm.
How do they find the right document when I'm in a meeting and I'm not available? How does the client experience, because they're used to talking to me, they come to me for my advice. How does the client get used talking to a team, not just one person? So for me, TaxDome has been wonderful to make that simpler, simplify the software stack, both
Mm-hmm.
from a cost perspective as well as just user training, client flexibility. They're now used to logging into one client portal, seeing their documents, seeing their signature requests. That was a game changer for 15 May Australian deadlines. And I can just log into the same system, see what's missing, chase it up, send an email template. And even if my staff member sends it, it can come from my email address. So I'm getting that brand consistency, voice consistency, and my clients love it. My clients think it's easy to use. So the transition was really smooth. And now I've only got 3 or 4 apps open on my desk every day when I log into the computer. It's a lot easier to manage than 12 or 15 apps.
So before that, what were your main challenges? What made you look for a solution just like TaxDome before that?
The main one, I'll admit, was cost. It was getting a bit expensive to have X dollar value per month per user for signatures, documents, every single little feature that I
Mm-hmm.
needed. So I was looking for a platform that was simple, easy to use, easy to customize. And yes, I did the several webinars with TaxDome. I think I actually did some of the training with your team members, tested. Do you actually have real-time support in this part of the world, being Australia? And yes, I was very impressed. So I bought one license. I've done a very slow implementation across my firm just to really make sure the client experience was seamless. And it's fantastic. If anything, even using only half the TaxDome features, it is the program that I log into first thing in the day and close down last of an evening. It's just, I don't know how I'd operate without it now.
Thank you. How about your tech stack? Would you be able to describe to us your tech stack before, if you could still remember?
You'd have a timesheet program. I had a separate workflow management system because of my team members being role-based. They're asynchronous. They are not all in the same computer systems or talking to each other in real time. Of course, I still have emails, but now TaxDome replaces 3 or 4 other systems that I had for email temp, for ATO correspondence, for document management, for signatures. That was a separate app that we had to log into, authenticate, and go through the process to use almost every single day. Now I can do all of that in 3 or 4 clicks in one program, and it auto saves, it auto updates, and the dashboard, the insights, lets me see what's missing and chase up the client. And from the client's perspective, if they want to, they're just dealing with emails. If they want to, they're dealing with the TaxDome app on their phone, whether that's a tradie running around, never at their computer. For them, it's easy for them to get used to it.
Thank you. How about the onboarding for you and your team? How did it go?
I'll be honest and say I was very nervous at the onboarding. I reached out almost constantly, if not daily, to your white glove support team, and I was really impressed. Almost every support request was being replied within the hour if I'd sent it as an asynchronous request. But more importantly, and I know your system encourages that 15-minute or 1 hour booking system, your team was so generous on time. It was wonderful. We were always just going through one feature, explaining it, embedding it down, showing me some training videos for me to do in my own time. And then the next week we'd do another system or another build on that education sequence. So I liked it because it wasn't a big bang change for me or my firm. I could take it as fast or as slow as I wanted. In hindsight, I wished I'd done it faster. I could have, because it does work. But choosing to be slow and be fully supported, yes, it was wonderful.
Perfect. And you mentioned that clients loved or have mentioned that they find the system easy to use. So can you briefly describe to us what they said to you or their feedback to you about the system, about the portal, maybe the mobile app?
Yes, definitely. So the client perspective for any new system is always nervousness. Can they use it? Is it secure? So I did the various introduction emails, covered that to my clients. I'll also flag my clients, mostly my friends, or because we work together a lot, they become my friends. We do have close relationships. So they will tell me if something doesn't work, and I would intro them to something. I would say, here's the signature request. And they'd email me and say, oh, something's not working, or there's a typo in the template. And then they'd email me an hour later saying, oh, don't worry, Lisa, we've solved it ourselves. Have a great day. And it's not just one, it was dozens of clients self-solving, but showing me their thought process by emailing me or text messaging me direct, the way they used to contact me, and then saying, no, don't worry about it, it's all in the app. And I sit there and I go, that's great. It's 20-something emails most days. I could just file away and delete because they'd solved it. They were that happy using the system and getting used to it. As you say, I've used the program almost a year, and across all my client base, every signature request, everything, I've still only got one failure where one client couldn't figure out the signature request. And I know that person well. She just doesn't use a computer at all. But everyone else, people in their 20s, I've got 70-year-olds who are CFOs and or retired now, and they said, no problem, easy to use, press the button, have a great day.
Great. And how about, okay, so we are at the side wherein we are bringing in the positives, everything that's great with TaxDome. That is really wonderful to hear. Are there anything that's measurable for you that you'd be able to tell me that, okay, Joanne, this is the measure of success that I've had so far with TaxDome? Do you have numbers to share with us?
I do find it a lot easier to use the timesheet in TaxDome and then track that to tags and then identify certain clients that we're overspending time on or under servicing in terms of fees and invoicing, because all of those functions are in one program. I don't need to run multiple reports. So in that sense, it's just a time saver and an efficiency of getting documents in and out. And I really do like those templates. It's consistency of information that I send through to clients. So I know there's no statistics in there, but it's me personally, I think it has saved 2 hours a day.
Awesome. Okay. How about with your clients? Do you feel like some clients may have loved the software and then may have invited others in, or the other way around? Can you tell me more about that?
I think clients using the software, the evidence of success is that they just use it, they don't think about it. But more importantly, clients are going, what's one thing that they need to look at or log into or access? So they do enjoy that aspect to it. I also deal with a lot of clients who have their own advisors or multiple staff members, inviting people to certain folders in TaxDome, certain features that they need to approve or look at. They just use those features seamlessly. And clients actually now say to me, can they share documents through my system, not the other advisor's system? Because it just works. It's simple to use and they like it, they enjoy it.
Thank you. Now, okay, so maybe this might be one of the last questions I will be asking. Thank you so much for being elaborate and descriptive with your answers. Thank you. Most of the reasons why customers or clients are hesitant is because their clients are using multiple platforms. So in terms of that, they need to see some kind of integration to make it easier for them. How important is this for you? And would you like to see the same with your current setup?
I'll be honest and say that level of integration with other practice management tools and the major cloud-based accounting software in Australia, which tends to be Xero, and also I don't need that integration. And frankly, I'm happier not having it with TaxDome. If I need things with TaxDome, I can Zapier link it to a very powerful CRM, which I do also use. I prefer less integration. So I actually think TaxDome's power is that it's standalone, it's separate. I don't have to link to other things unless I want to. I can get a clear flow of data and understand it. It's set and forget, and then as much interaction as I want to have with it. But yeah, as the base product that gives me access to everything else, TaxDome does what it says on the box.
Thank you very much. Now, just to wrap up everything, maybe you have something to say that we haven't covered right now. Just go ahead and let us know so that the others would also know.
Absolutely. If someone asked me, should they use TaxDome or should they do a trial and test a few features, I would say absolutely, it's worth your time. And more importantly, don't just spend 10 minutes looking at the program, spend 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and you'll quickly find time savers for yourself and your team, and also cost savers of software that you can switch off and go back to enjoying the sunshine in Australia. That's what we all want to do. You're making things so easy for me and my team and auto move between processes. It's hard to justify an extra team member, even though I'm growing rapidly. It's not replacing labour, it's just letting accountants do accounting work, and the software does the things that we don't want to do.